Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Lilith is actually holding back a bit from this individual, and she's actually leaning to the Grey Witch and saying, uh, "You have seemed tense since we arrived in this city. Is is something wrong? What is it about this day and this place?"
Okay. I have one question for Adriano. So,
Yeah.
since I passed my history check, do I know all the details of this day?
No, you are
Okay.
capable of using or presenting a general idea of what is happening, even in the next days. However, you are incapable of dealing with details. So, if you still need to know a particular faction or group, you still need another check on a higher difficulty. But you're still capable of delivering basic information of this time and place.
Okay, so I only know.
So,
Please, Ron.
Alessio, I can help with the numbers. You succeeded at one level higher than easy.
Yeah.
So you are it says average. So you are like somebody who has read about it in a book, but you wouldn't be able to identify people or moments or day-to-day events.
Okay, fair enough.
Right.
It's much clearer.
If you got a 15, then it's really, you have a very contextual understanding and a sense of what has happened in what order. If you got an 18, you would be an absolutely intimate expert.
Yeah, in fact, because my problem here is that it's a part of Italian history I know very well, so I would like to avoid metagaming.
Right, of course.
Exactly.
So, right.
Okay, so just to avoid misunderstanding, so the Grey Witch knows that in 2001, the 2nd of September, if am I correct, and there are
I won't tell everything.
Okay.
So if you know that you're right, go on.
No, I say, and there are two factions facing. One are protesters, and the other one are the police. Just that, right?
You can go on. Don't worry. Think about this. The moment you are at a routine, at the easy difficult level, you succeeded at the easy difficult level. I would say you have the average story, so you know kind of like what happened, but you're incapable of saying orienting in the city, identifying factions. Determine the exact time of what is happening. But the idea is that if you have this kind of easy difficulty check, you're kind of like the average man recalling the story. So the idea is that the most important facts are known to you, even if you're not kind of able to place them in precise locations.
Okay, excellent. So perhaps I clarify to Lilith the situation.
Yeah, go on.
So we are in 2001. This is the global summit of the 8th greatest economies, and there are riots between the police and the left-wing and pacifist groups here in Genoa. I don't think things are gonna be well for them. That's it. As if I read it in a newspaper. So
yeah, that's okay.
All right. So while you two are orienting yourselves, I'm going to speak to the woman and hold up an identifier, which is just one of my keys, really, which is the one for compassion, which is just an old like driver's license or something like that from somebody, who knows who, right? But that's what it looks like to me. But it will be an identifier that says, I care about you. So I will say, tell me a little bit more about what happened. And as she is speaking, I am not listening directly. I am using Delve.
Oh,
and
nice.
So to do this, this is, I think, Discipline.
Hold on, I
Okay.
got
It's an
the
insight challenge against their resolve, which I hope isn't
yes.
so hard. And so I have delve, and I have insight of 6.
Yes.
And oh right, if I am risking vitality if I
Is
if
a
it
strenuous
right.
action, or is it
No, it's
just
not
that
a
you're
strenuous
risking?
action. It's if I lose and if I am encountering trauma. And if you ask me, I can't imagine using Delve without encountering trauma in this game.
Yeah.
So, that seems like if I lose, I'll lose a point of vitality. So I completely understand that. You will have to determine the difficulty because I have tried to calm her so that she is not resisting. She's trying to tell me the memory.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's my idea.
So
Okay.
the base is the resolve, right? And it's modified by the circumstances.
Right.
So it's kind of like, I feel that we can lower the resolve of 10
Yeah.
by -2.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
you kind of acted in a protective way.
So I'm
And,
going to do that. And to
yeah.
let you know, after this, I'm going to send out either ferreters or trackers, depending on what I find. So, all right.
Hey, but tell me, how does it manifest, this delve?
This delving? Yes. Actually, in mask terms, it looks as though I am just doing a completely professional trauma shock interaction. So
Yeah.
I am literally putting her in the position, with her feet elevated to wrapping up, some cloth or something to elevate her feet and to treat for shock. But what is really happening is that one of these tentacles coming out of my body and suit is actually placing on her forehead.
Yeah,
So
nice.
yeah.
Should we need to test the mask?
No, I don't think so, because in this case, it's a, let's see, it is a, okay. Boy, I really hate rules about creating new disciplines when you are trying to find the way to use it. Okay, so it's not strenuous, and it does not, it's not like these, it doesn't say that it threatens the mask. No, it doesn't. Okay. It's not like a rend, for example, which threatens the mask if you are not a master. Perfect. So this one does not necessarily threaten it. Okay. Here we go. Oh, I am really rolling badly on these things. Okay, so first of all, I am going to spend a point of willpower and re-roll these dice. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is the worst. Okay, so yeah, I have actually done very badly. I'm only getting a 6, so it is really terrible. Okay,
I knew that. I knew before we started that, or at least I heard that the difficulty rolls for this game are quite high.
It's really not that bad. I am rolling very badly, so I'm not too worried about that. But it is okay. It's okay. Remember, and I will respond to that by saying, in this game, you are supposed to burn your vessel. You are supposed to burn. You are really. Oh, by the way, was that a point of willpower or a point of karma?
A point of karma.
Right.
If you roll
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's not a problem. All right. So anyway, I am not succeeding very well. I am not delving very well. I will take the hit to vitality by encountering the trauma.
Sure.
So.
And I'll describe it to you.
Yeah.
So this is the vision. As you delve into her memories, you can see some fuzzy, initially blurry memories of protesters reunited in this kind of big place. You can kind of see the sea, because Genoa really is a city by the sea, a very important harbor, and you can see them chanting and kind of like this very immediate images, like flashes of banners and flags and this enormous march protest at the very that keeps marching on this kind of road, and on his right there's this uh, abandoned railway station, and then there's the residential area. You're kind of like unable to locate precisely this kind of places as you keep marching and chanting, and you kind of became like her, and then all of a sudden the policemen, without any reason, they charge. They charge and keep beating with sticks. They are not like tonfas, but they're kind of like iron maces.
Mhm.
The protesters, you feel the panic, the discomfort, and you kind of feel like this kind of uh, being afraid of being killed. And
Okay.
as some of the armored vehicles charge into the crowd, you kind of begin to lose this kind of contact. It becomes painful as you keep running and running, and you see these kind of people that are just being beaten by policemen, held up on the ground, their knees on their neck, and you just kind of believe there's this kind of recurrent thought that you are just going to die. You are just going to die right now, right now. And as this suffering gets unbearable, the connection snaps, and you return to looking at this woman, and you feel like their air of pain has marked you, has scarred you in a way that you didn't think was possible.
Right. Whatever it is, I will have been speaking during this time so that the other stalkers can get these same
Yeah.
impressions, and they will know that I was not able to get to the actual content, I think. So I've tried to communicate this while I was doing it to them.
Okay, so
I believe that in a way she will be affected too, just like remembering all these
Right.
things. Like she's just kind of recalling the events, but she's much more. She's not as precise as your vision, but you can see just this faint echo of the pain that you
Right.
just.
Well, great. I
Experience.
just traumatized our supplicant. So,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Congrats.
Yeah. Sorry,
Okay,
Alessio, go for it.
no, as I was saying, so are there any policemen in the surrounding area outside the alley?
Yeah, you
Is
can
there
probably
anyone?
guess that they're chasing protesters. They're kind of like dispersed, so it's much chaotic. It's really difficult, even looking for an advantage, this kind of point of advantage that is kind of isolated, where you have this kind of view of it. It's very difficult to assess the situation. So it's kind of like chaotic in a way that is not something you ever saw.
Okay, we must bring her to a safe place, and then we must assess the situation. If there is, I won't say unbeaten, but the degree which says our opponent probably is where suffering is. We must find the protesters and the policemen where they are right now. And yeah, my first concern is bring her to a safe place, and then let's trace back the rally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but the problem is, where is this safe place?
yeah, I know. I think, is there any ambulance point in the city center? In the sense that I ask her, do you know where the ambulance is?
She kind of like uh, she's confused and she says, we're still in the yellow zone. I don't think we're gonna get any help until we get out of here. And
Yeah.
then she speak. Maybe we can recover at the school. Oh, there's the school. Yeah. Let's go to the school. She's kind of like
Yeah.
assuming that you know where's the school.
Yeah, where is the school? Are there any ambulances there?
No, it's Diaz is the school. It's a place the city provided us to sleep, and I just need to get there. I don't want to be left alone. Please.
Oh, we won't.
No,
leave,
no
we will
worries.
not leave you alone.
No worries. Are there any of your friends there?
Yeah, she's kind of like but she's not really replying to you. Just like
Oh,
she's
she's
very
shocked.
tired.
I'm
Yeah,
holding up my
sure.
hands to what's left of one of my hands to the Grey Witch, and I will say no more questions.
Okay.
No,
Right.
what
We
are
are.
you
This is our job, not hers.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. At least we'll accompany her to this school, so we'll escort her at least. And yeah, so what we're gonna do now? So at least we know that we are in the yellow zone, and yeah, I think the best course of action here is going towards the school. So okay, I grab her one of her sides to support her while walking, and ask either Lilith or I don't remember the name of your character, Ron. Sorry.
Hazard.
So okay, to grab her backpack. So we are looking for the school.
Okay, Noah, is there anything you want to do?
Yeah.
No, Lilith will pick up the supplicant's backpack and put it on. And I think while this is happening, Lilith would probably be like close to the mouth of the alley, just looking around curiously. But I don't think I have any specific actions.
Can you
right now.
can you use maybe perception to give us a safe path so that we don't
Yeah.
get, for example, assaulted by a bunch of, terrifying police?
Yeah, let's avoid the police.
That's a great way to determine if you got jumped on by policemen. So the difficulty.
I'm guessing that maybe Lilith is sort of okay at scoping out dangerous situations, but I hope so.
Yeah, I've got. Well, I might not be as good as I would wish. But I've got a good awareness, and I've got a +2, so yeah, we should be good.